Well, because we do participate in international trade agreements that we have to abide by, we have to have good reasons to do things like this. And the justification of the Trump administration is national security, that we have to have a viable steel and aluminum industry to be able to maintain our national security. And they're concerned that it's continuing to erode away to foreign countries' production. So the hope is that if we do this, it will strengthen our domestic production of this. And there's also the side effect that we will be able to employ more people in those. That's the concept. In the short term, winners obviously are going to be U.S. steel and aluminum producers and people who work in those industries and related industries to those domestic industries. Losers, consumers. Those are going to be some of the losers. Farmers, the threat of trade wars that are going to occur, foreign countries that aren't going to be happy that we're making their steel and aluminum more expensive, or maybe going to slap tariffs on farm output like soybeans and cotton and maybe wheat. And so maybe they won't be able to afford to buy as much from our farmers, or maybe they'll go to some other country to buy them. If you look at the top producers of steel and aluminum globally, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, China are all in that top 10 mix. They may decide that they don't want to come to the United States for agricultural products anymore. China could go somewhere else, so we could lose markets in China. You know, we have had record-breaking years in the last 5 years with our exports of agricultural products selling to the rest of the world. And most of that gain was in the Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim, there's a lot of those countries, South Korea among them, that produce steel and aluminum, and they could very easily decide to look elsewhere for their agricultural inputs, maybe go to Australia or go to Canada for those. So agriculture is at risk big time with this happening. Agriculture gets over a third of its income from sales to the rest of the world, and that's why we are at risk.